Hi there, Logic Language Learning. So this is explaining a little bit of grammar, but this is for my very good friend and student Mike, who came across this problem in his lesson. Can I remind you, I am available for private lessons. And this is, yes, explaining the grammar, but a little trick I'd like you to do when learning expressions to get in your mouth. It's more about a sort of a practice method than explaining the grammar. So, what are we going to do? Quick grammar explanation first, and then I'll get on to the point that I want you to do with your own practicing. So, as you know, the preposition de, from, of, about, yeah, de, de. If you follow this word with the masculine word the, de and le, it will become, most of the time, I'll come on to that in a minute, du, du, du. If you follow de and the plural word for the plural article, de and les, it will become they. So where will you see this? You will see this anywhere where the word le or les means the. So for example, from the shop, du magasin. From the shops, plural, des magasins. Not de le, not de les. If you are saying, so I'm returning from the cinema, je rentre du cinéma, not de le cinéma, du cinéma. I'm returning, what can we say? I come from the markets. I've been to different markets. Je viens des marchés. Okay. Now, this is also, on the side, a little side note, the grammar for how we make the word some. So for example, if I said some of anything, de plus the relevant the word. So if I said the coffee, le café, which is masculine, I'm going to say du café for some coffee. If I said les cafés, the coffees, some coffees, des cafés. So you will come across this expression. The feminine, la crème, la tarte, some tarte, de la tarte, some cream, de la crème. Okay? So the feminine in this example doesn't get touched. De la stays the same. But de and le become du, de and les become des. So, let's move on. If I had a, to, and the masculine le, this will also change. This will become o. If I had a and les to the plural, this will also become o, but will be written aux. So a nice little mental trick is to think that the ones that you alter, au and du, contain a u sometimes. So au, du, that gets rid of a lot of them. You've obviously then got des with the plural. So where don't we do this? We don't do this. Let me give you some O examples. So I'm going to the cinema. Je vais au cinéma. I'm going to the. I'm speaking to the women. Je parle aux femmes. So that's straightforward, and many of you will probably know this already. So let me get to my point. You need to be automatically practicing du, des, and o. If you come across any expression, no matter the grammar, where you have a or de ending your compound verb or your expression, your locution, whatever you're doing. So, for example, if you read the phrase because of, à cause de, you know, in a negative or a neutral way, à cause de, you are going to automatically practice à cause du, à cause des. Because it's more than likely that at some point you're going to need to say because of the, and it be a masculine thing. Obviously you could have because of à cause d'un, which will join, do not forget it joins, à cause d'un, D'-un, because of a boy, à cause d'un garçon. Because of a girl, à cause d'une fille. So de will link with un, de will link with une. Because of the boy, à cause du garçon, du garçon. Because of the boys, à cause des garçons. So what this means is that when you are practicing your expression, because of, don't just go, right, we were late, nous étions en retard, because of, à cause de, the boy. Look, you'd have missed the opportunity to join this there. So what this kind of means is that when you come across an expression ending in de or a, you need to practice this expression with all the words except for the word de or a. As I teach my students one-on-one, please remember I'm available for private tuition. Do WhatsApp me. The number is available underneath. I always say to them, say the expression minus the de or the a. So for example, à cause de would be à cause, and then practice swapping it for à cause du, à cause des, etc. If the phrase ended in an a, so for example, thanks to, grâce à, remove the a, practice it with the alternative, grâce au or grâce au plural, although they sound the same. So this will become particularly important when you get onto what I call ABC verbs. If you don't know what an ABC verb is, the link will be underneath in the description, which is talking about verbs which are pronominal reflexive but also use a preposition. So for example, to get used to, s'occuper de, what am I about? To look after, s'occuper de, to get used to, s'habituer à. They're the ones I normally teach with, okay? So for example, if you've got s'occuper de, so I'm looking after, je m'occupe de, you might have already missed your link. So you should automatically practice s'occuper du, s'occuper des. So for example, I'm looking after the situation, je m'occupe de la situation, no problem because la situation is feminine. I'm looking after the problems, je m'occupe des problèmes, des. I'm looking after the problem because problem is masculine, je m'occupe du problème. To get used to, s'habituer à. Yeah? It's not just reflexive verbs that use this. To think of, penser à. I'm thinking of the boy, je pense au garçon. I'm thinking of the women, je pense aux femmes. So whenever you have a de or an a, practice swapping it, respectively, for either du or des. So penser à, penser au. Any expression that would use a de, so like I said, grâce, à cause de, à cause du, à cause des. Yeah? Whatever expression comes to mind ends in a de or an a. There are many. Okay? So, I hope this has been useful. This is a practice technique, okay? So that you don't just go bum, oh, and then you've missed the join. Okay? Good. I hope this has been useful. This video is dedicated with much fondness to Michael.